My safe haven was the library, so I worked as the inmate librarian for, almost 10 years at Mountain View. So it really was my safe space, away from everything else on the unit, and it's what got me through those years, education and the programs that I was able to participate in. As the librarian, helping facilitate programs or coming up with ideas and working with Windham staff. It was the one place in the unit that I was always treated like a human, like a person. I wanted to do something positive with my time, and education was always the place for that.
After cognitive intervention, I believe I did Life Matters, and I began to see the classes for what they were worth, that it was something that would actually contribute to the quality of my life upon release. And so I started taking all the classes I could take, cognitive intervention, Life Matters, changes, did the plumbing vocation, and I was in the faith-based dorm. And so I just wanted to get better as a person, because around the second to third year, it was revealed in my spirit from God that, you haven't actually changed. You're just down here trying to play the game so you can get out. And so upon that assessment, I really just wanted to kind of get better and change me. So.
I had a little bit of time to serve, and I didn't want to waste it. And I also knew that when I got out, I would be old, and I needed to come up with something that I could do that would support myself. And I actually got my GED from Windham and went on to do the college degree with Lee College. And I was like Jennifer, I like to go to the library and stuff. And it just gives you a purpose in a life whenever people think there's not purpose, whenever you're in the prison.
Essentially, I just wanted to be all that I could be, all that I felt like I was created to be. And so, I started setting goals as far as with school. I started setting goals as far as with my relationships. And it's funny because you have to start small when you're starting at nothing.
The goal I set was to be able to find a job that I could support myself and something that I enjoyed. And I found the graphic design, and I was given the place in the manufacturing logistics at the graphics plant to practice for about 7 years. It just gave you a chance to do the stuff that you were wanting to do. And I was worried about it, after being in prison for a long time, whether we were going to be able to get out and find something. And we did. So.
The challenge of finding housing, right? Employment, because I had strong educational credentials, right? And, if you can't get your foot in the door because they don't hire people with criminal backgrounds, that can be really devastating, right? Like, well, why did I get all this education if I still can't get in somewhere to have sustainable living wages?
My fear was, I'm not going to wait tables forever. I'm getting older. Like, what am I going to do that's I can do forever? Like, I want to start a career. And I just kind of got blessed just because it all just kind of worked out the way it was intended. So I can't really say I had a whole lot of struggles in that department, but when I think the important thing is, like, just right when you get out, it's not going to happen all at the same time. You kind of have to wait. You have to be patient and just keep your eyes on the prize, and then eventually something will come along.
So I started at that base level and, working 2 minimum wage jobs to just make ends meet. I knew that if I was patient and I could at least get past the entry point of getting employment, that eventually I would be able to build a history and kind of, prove that it's okay that you hired a felon, and then I would be able to utilize the education and the skills and the work ethic that I learned in that library for 10 years.
I would like to generate enough business to be able to leave a legacy, a heritage of wealth to my daughter and my grandchildren, so that they can have something other than debt when I pass away. I don't just want to leave wealth. I just want to leave like a legacy, something that's tangible that says, I was here, I made a difference, and you can make a difference too. And this is the blueprint to do so.
One day, I would like to write a book. So, all through the years when I wrote for the Echo, people would say, why do you even bother? Well, because I had a vision one day to be a writer, and I've published a few things since then. But I would like to write a book. Professionally, I want to continue to grow as an advocate, and continue to gather formerly incarcerated and currently incarcerated women. We have very specific needs and challenges. I want to take this moment to say I appreciate deeply all the ways that Windham has improved women's programming. It's phenomenal, and we went on a tour to go see those programs, and the women report good things, and I hope to continue to be a part of that as a resource to be able to help Windham continue to grow the women's programming in the direction that it's going.
Take care of my family. My dad got sick when I was in there, so I want to make sure he's taken care of, my son, all that. Professional. So right now I work at the print shop and I'm still at the restaurant. So I would like to just focus full time on our business and have enough coming in to where I can just do that at home and, just not work so much, really.
I think we kind of share the same goal. We've talked about it, is at some point we would like to be able to define our own work hours and our own stuff, where we didn't have to show up at a job, or we would make enough money from our homes, and we could define our own future and our own way of making money, and to branch out and see what else is out there and improve our skills and stuff like that. That's my work goal. The personal goal would be to continue just keeping my health up and taking care of my family. I've also got an older parents. I got grandkids. Look after everybody. Do everything I told them I was going to do and keep my promises.